Arsenal fan Piers Morgan has taken a brutal swipe at arch-rivals Tottenham after they sacked Thomas Frank. The broadcaster and journalist, 60, is reveling having seen Spurs slump to within 5 points of the dreaded relegation zone. Sign up for the Arsenal newsletter. Thank you. Piers Morgan poked fun at Tottenham on social media. Credit, Getty. It came after Thomas Frank was sacked by SpursCredit. Shutterstock Editorial. Frank was axed by Spurs less than 24 hours after their 2-1 defeat to Newcastle. And Morgan trolled Arsenal's North London foes when he raced onto social media. He wrote on X, "Breaking. Thomas Frank has been released from Spurs captivity after 7 months of miserable incarceration. Congrats, Thomas." The Danish tactician was plucked from Premier League rivals Brentford last summer. Read more on football. But the loss to Newcastle proved to be the final straw, and the hierarchy gave Frank his marching orders before releasing a damning 108-word statement. Spurs are now looking for his replacement ahead of the North London derby against Arsenal on February 22. And there are genuine fears that they could drop out of the Premier League if they do not improve their form. Tottenham are without a top-flight win since December 28, and that shocking run has dragged them into a serious battle to stay up. Most read in football. Frank's sacking comes as Spurs release damning 108-word statement announcing their decision. Frank is the worst permanent Big Six manager in the history of the Premier League. Spurs have wasted a fortune on Frank, having paid millions to recruit him last year. There are 7 potential candidates who could replace Frank in the dugout. One manager is a clear favorite according to the bookies. Sun Vegas welcome offer. Get £50 bonus when you join. Frank is due a staggering payoff after being relieved of his duties, with it potentially costing the club up to £30. $7 million in total. But influential figures behind the scenes still felt they needed to make a change to save their season. It meant that Frank's final interview in charge was incredibly awkward, because he insisted that he was convinced that he would be at the helm against Arsenal. He also vowed that he was 1000% sure that he was the right man for the job. Mauricio Pochettino and Roberto De Zerbi are among the names to have been linked to succeeding Frank. Comments.